mom over 30 and your dating life sucks, get in here. Let's do a little tea with Coach Lee and let's figure out why dating sucks for you right now. Let's figure out why the guys don't show up with intent, with a well thought out date plan, with even a gift to greet you properly. Right? Your little love language is receiving gifts. Why don't they ever bring you a gift? Why don't you receive flowers? Let's talk about it. Can we get into the tea? Can we get into the tea today? Come on, y'all. Tap in, tap in, tap in. If you are single over 30 and you know you deserve to meet good men because you take good care of yourself, you are proficient in this thing called life. Okay? You have set yourself up, you've established yourself, you don't need nobody to pay your bills, but you would love for somebody to come and lift the load. Mm. Is that you? Say it's me, coach, in the comments right now. Let me just read the room real quick. Are you a successful woman over 30 who is tired of dating mediocre men who might even have a little money, but they're not giving you any? They're not opening up their accounts. They're not opening up doors, honey. They are not opening up opportunities. They are not positioning you to win. And you need a man. I want you to tap in right now. Say it's me, coach, in the chat. Can we talk for a minute? I came on here with this whole plan to like cover, how to attract provider men and what you're doing that pushes them away and go through all these different steps. But I just want to talk to y'all. Can we get down to the nitty gritty? I just want to answer your problem, what you're particularly struggling with. So can you just comment in the chat what it is that you're struggling with? Matter of fact, instead of doing it right here in the chat, ladies, pop over two places right here. There's a little circle with a question mark in it. I need you to let me know what your biggest pain point in dating is right now. I'm going to get it answered for you in the question box. Put it in the question box. Let's address these in a case by case basis. Now, all of my high proximity coaching is closed unless you are a one-on-one client. So this is your one opportunity to hear from me without having to pay a single cent, without having to invest anything other than your time. You will get an opportunity to work directly with me right now. All you got to do is tell me what your biggest trouble is. Let's address it. Let's talk about it. Let's have some tea with Coach Lee. Let's have some tea. Getting them to be obsessed over me, to want to spend money. Ooh, see, here's the dopest part about understanding dating for real. You have to know that men don't have to be obsessed with you to provide for you. Hell, they don't even have to know if they like you to provide for you. I have students that have gone on first dates, okay, and left with thousands of dollars on a first date. No ho shit, no weird stuff, just boss bitch energy mixed with divine feminine energy and authority. And because they knew exactly what to say, I told them, right? They go through my courses, they learn exactly what to say. It's all in your messaging. That's all it is, sis. It has nothing to do. Listen, a man will invest more money in you on a first date than he will in the longevity of things if you know exactly what to say and when. I'm telling you. It's a gift. It's a talent that you learn. It's not something you're just born with. You're not just born with the idea of I know how to date. I know how to attract men and get them to do whatever it is that I want. It's all in the magnetic messaging. It is why my students that are in their 40s and 50s, I'm talking my shapely women that are moms, and all the red pill people would call them what, expired, right? They would say, there's no way, you're expired, you're over 30, you're chunky, you have kids. Like, there's absolutely no way. And let me tell you, not only are my students seeing insane results, okay, but baby, they're getting flown out. They are having first date experiences. They are experiencing what you should be experiencing when it comes to dating every single time, all the time. Every single time, all the time. My students are winning every single day, all day long, because they know how to say the right thing at the right time to get exactly what it is that they want. Make sense? Exactly what it is that they want. So if you want a man to be obsessed, right? All you have to do, the biggest mistake that we make is that we talk about what we did do. We talk about who we think we are. We talk about what it is that we've accomplished. We go down a resume and a checklist, right, of all these things. And realistically, all he wants to know is what you are doing right now. What are you doing right now? How are you positioning yourself? Think about this. This man is a businessman. You want him to invest in you. So let's consider him an investor. Okay. Let's consider him an investor. If this man is an investor, what is the thing that would get him most excited? More excited than anything? More excited than your beauty and how obviously freaking hot you are? More excited than any little sensual anything? More excited than anything is you telling this man what it is that you're working on and giving him a way to be the hero to help. Ding, 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 ding. Ha! Letting him be the hero and help. Oh, see, you don't know about this. Nobody taught you this. Everybody told you be a bitch, treat men like shit, act like you are the table, etc., etc. Be mean, don't give them access to you, blah, blah, blah. All that's terrible advice. I'm telling you that if you want to win like my students are winning, if you want to go on a date and walk away with 20 bands, okay? Like these results are so big that you wouldn't believe me unless I was able to just say like, oh, matter of fact, oh, you don't believe that a student went and went on a date and received $20,000? Oh, you don't believe me. Well, you know what? Men lie, women lie, but you know what doesn't lie ever? Receipts, baby. Receipts don't lie. I'm on tonight, receipts don't lie, and I got 1,000,000 of them. Listen, this is the kind of results that you get when you step into something as simple as a $25 course with me will prepare you for your millionaire. My Provider Man Plan, $97 course with He Said Yes. This is really what you want. You want Provider Man Plan because He Said Yes is the ultimate magnetic messaging masterclass that you do not want to miss. It's going to teach you how to do this, right? Because boot camp is closed. You can't get boot camp right now. Matter of fact, I love that you are here. Hey, girl. Hey, sis. Don't worry. I ain't going to call you out, girls. Don't worry. But look, the possibilities open up when you learn how to invest in you. So if you want a man to spend money on you, you have to start spending money on yourself. You have to start investing in you if you want a man to invest in you. It's really that simple. Getting close to them by heart, trying to make a good conversation so they can open up more. Okay, let me talk about this for a second because I just said this to my friend the other day. I said, friend, you are dating. You are in dating mode. You are enjoying people, enjoying opportunities. Just enjoy dating. You see, you find your husband when you enjoy the dating process. You understand? She is going out, and my friend's a lesbian, but whatever. She is going out and she is dating women. And she's like, keeps saying like, I don't want anything serious. Well, then stop looking for anything serious. Stop looking for anything more than just a good time today. And outside of what am I leaving with? If I walk away from you today and I never see you again, what am I walking away with? What did you give me on this date? What did I get? What did I come here for? If I know what it is that you do for a living, I know what it is that I need from you. If I know what it is that I need from you, I know what it is to say to you to get what I need from you. You see? You could be leaving dates with networks and connections, even if it's nothing romantic with this person, even if you guys don't have sparks that fly. If you've got a list of goals that you are after, you will find a way to achieve those goals through other people and through opportunities and through dating. You see? Stop trying to get to every man's heart. Stop trying to get close to their heart. Protect your energy, protect your time, and make sure that every connection is purposeful and profitable. Stop looking for love. Let love develop. Let love evolve. Let the love find you. Seriously, you have to stop going out with people looking for your husband. That's not dating. That's not dating. Dating is going out, going out and enjoying energy, realizing and learning things about yourself through other people and spending time with other people, seeing the red flags in you. Can we have a single season? The first date you go on, you're like, oh my God, sparks are flying. He's magnetic. I love him. I want him to be my man. I want to hang out with him every day. I want to hang out with him all the time. Girl, you don't even know that the guy that lives 2 doors over from you is a way better opportunity for you, a way better partnership, a way better mentorship, a way better friendship, a way better lover. His dick is longer. His pockets are fuller. His brain has a higher capacity for you and your bullshit. You are missing out on great people because you're not enjoying dating. You're trying to leech on and stick on and latch on to the first person that gives you a sign of anything. You're getting confused by crumbs. You're getting confused by crumbs. That's not commitment, it's crumbs. Just because he said he wants to see you again for another date does not mean that you don't date anyone else in between. It doesn't mean that you attach your heart and you open up your emotions to this man. Absolutely not. You've got to have a game plan for dating or you're going to get lost in the dark. You're going to keep getting dumped. You're going to keep getting brokenhearted. You're going to keep getting relationships that go nowhere. You're going to keep trying to figure out, well, how do I live a soft life through dating when this feels like a struggle, love? Girl, you need a roadmap for dating. Look, when you need your tire changed, you go to the mechanic, you get a tire change. When you need your carpet shampooed, you go and you have Mary Maids come and shampoo your carpets. Okay? All right? When you want to learn how to make something new, you go to a bookstore, you buy a recipe, or you look it up online and you follow the recipe. You see? You don't have a recipe for dating. You don't have a recipe. You're just throwing it all in the bowl. You're just taking this advice, that advice, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, mixing it all up in a bowl, razzle dazzling, a little sugar on top. And now all of a sudden you wonder why your dating life is in shambles. Sis, you don't have a game plan for dating. You don't have a blueprint for dating. This is why my students win in immense ways. This is why one of my students, Jasmine, literally met a man over the phone on a dating app, okay, following my formula, using magnetic messaging in her profile. In literally 1 week, this man sent her $15,000 deposit for her home. She is now a homeowner. She never even met this guy. Right hand of God. Never even met this guy. He wired her $15,000. I know it's hard to believe because my mind is blown, but that's because she understands magnetic messaging. She understands what to say to men to make them crazy over you in a good way, of course, right? To make them feel like they are the hero, to make him feel like he's the perfect person to step into your life and save the day, to make that man so attracted to you that he will unlock his account and you can have whatever you like. Okay? How do you get a man to the point you're watching all these other girls do it? You're like, this girl, I'm prettier than her. My body's better than her. I'm smarter than her. I definitely have better communication skills. Some of your homegirls are getting these amazing guys who just spoil them and they don't even like them. These girls don't even like these guys and they're getting Chanel bags and they're getting wined and dined and they're getting bills paid and if you stand toe to toe with your homegirl and it boils down to who is a better all around woman, it is you. You put in the work. You've done the shadow work. You read the self-development books. You put yourself in position to win. You are consistent in your life. You have integrity. So why aren't you getting the treatment and why are they? Why are you getting the treatment? It's not jealousy. It's not jealousy. It's just knowing that toe to toe, there's no competition. So how comes they're getting men that invest in them? How comes they're getting men that don't hesitate to show up on dates and bring them amazing gifts and show up at Christmas time and it's our first year at Christmas. We've only been dating for a month and a half and I just got a brand new car or I just got a $10,000 diamond bracelet. How is this happening? How is this happening for them? It's magnetic messaging. It's why my students are fatter than you and they're winning. That's why they don't look as good as you and they're winning. That's why we are single moms over 30 with double chins and baby double in the account and why we are winning. Because it doesn't matter how average we look. It doesn't matter how curvy we are. It doesn't matter because we have mastered magnetic messaging. And if you have not, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Baby, back when I had rabbit teeth, my skin was looking crazy and I was way overweight. I was getting men that were, and I was a bum. I didn't have a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of. My credit score was 420. How was I getting guys to fly me out to Cancun? How was I getting first class trips to Jamaica with my best friend, everything paid for? How was I doing that? Y'all see this glow up. You see this. This was a work in progress. This was refinement. No, I didn't get any surgeries or anything on my face, but this is refinement, right? The look has elevated from where I was before tremendously in a major way. How? How did all that happen for me? All sponsored by other people. How? How did that happen? I mastered magnetic messaging. That's how me at 30 years old with 2 kids, never been married. That's how I bagged a man that invested over $500,000 into me. Still together. No, your problem is that you're running around listening to coaches with 6 teeth in their bottom grill, and they are telling you that you are the table and that you bring nothing to the table and that you should treat men like shit and be a bitch, and that's what gets men to like you. Mind you, let me stop. Let me not go on a tangent. Because 6 teeth in the bottom grill is ruthless to be giving out advice. I'm just saying. It was a little ruthless, but I had to say it. Somebody had to say it. Because, like, let's see the results. You know what I mean? I want to see the results. I want to see the results. Show me the results. You could tell me you're a great coach. You could tell me that you could do this and you could do that and you change people's lives and all that. Show me the receipts. You can't find a single other coach on the internet with results like me when it comes to this dating stuff. It's hands down. You're in the right place. Hands down. It's true. It's true. It's true. Okay, let's see. So if you are trying to create good conversations, let me get back to this question real quick. If you're trying to create good conversations, inside of the vault, there is a conversation starter course. Dang, I wish I had my, oh, let me look on here. There's a conversation starter course inside of the vault. Hold on, let me see which one it is. Okay, how to get any man to open up his account. Number 4. Okay, number 4. Unlock the exact words and timing to inspire a man to invest in you, from thoughtful gestures to financial support. And then conversation starters. Where is it? Where is the conversation starter? Conversation starter. It's in here. There's so many good courses in here. It's disgusting. If you guys want to take a look at the vault and take a peek at what's inside, just comment the word vault right now and I'll send you over the link. I think it's in Make Flirting Fun Again. I think it's in number 18, I believe. Conversation starters, I think, are there. So comment vault right now. I'm reading the vault right now. Yes. Pink Body, what do you think about the vault on a scale of 1 to 10? Is it good? Yes or yes? What happened to so-and-so? Was she a fraud? I don't know, sis. If they're not still around, I guess, I don't know. Comment vault and I'll send you my top 25 courses for $25 right now on the live. You'll get my best rich man courses. If you want to get your feet wet, this is what you want. This is what you want. I love it. Would you recommend it? Is it worth the $25, Pink? Pink Body. To go live with me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about your trouble. All right, let me pull these questions. How to date towards partnership-minded marriage. So again, if you have not enjoyed the dating part of dating, you will never find a husband. Can we keep it real? If you don't learn to enjoy the dating part of dating, the part where you understand chivalry, the part where you understand what the ick is and what gives you the ick, the part where you understand the red flags in companionship, the part where you see the red flags in companionship. And I don't just mean in other people, I mean the people for you. You see what I'm saying? You don't know if you are ready for a marriage-minded partner until you meet your marriage-minded partner.
We go into it, it's zero fun because you don't know how to date, Sonia. Respectfully, right? Respectfully, I'm going to say this to you, sis, and I want you to really pay attention to me. Respectfully, if you don't know how to date, dating is a nightmare. There is piss in the pool, and nobody wants to swim in that shit. But when you date following my formulas, when you date different and you follow the date different blueprint, dating becomes great again. Dating becomes fun again. Dating becomes something that you still do with honor and respect to yourself and your boundaries and receive more than you ever have in your whole life from anybody ever. I'm talking about the men you meet will not just show up, but they will show out in your life and they will earn their position and they will fight for their spot. You see, when you date your way, it is boring. It is terrible. You get guys that just don't even show up. You get guys that are half-assed. You get guys that have no good intentions. But see, when your intentions are only to lock someone down, I am dating for the sake and purpose of marriage. When that is in your mind, ladies, I need you to understand when that is in your mind, you begin to only seek out the qualities of the man that you want to marry, and you have no idea what those qualities manifest in that person, what that looks like in that person. You have no idea. You're like, I want a man who's got a whole lot of money, and you're manifesting that. Now you got a man with a whole lot of money and not a whole lot of time to enjoy it with you. Why? Because he's really busy at work. Now you want a man who's in touch with his emotions. But girl, you asked for a millionaire. Do you know how tough that man had to make his skin in order to be up there in the corporate world the way he is right now? Do you know how disconnected from his emotions he needed to be? But you want him to be emotionally sound. You want him to be emotionally available for you. He doesn't even know what emotions are because he had to remove every layer of that on his skin in order for him to be able to get to where he's at. That level of success takes an asshole. It takes a little bit of asshole in order to get to that level of success. So you have to understand what that manifests and looks like in the person you are dating. This is why if you date with intention, right? If you date for you, not dating for your intent to find a partner, right? Because that's still dating for someone else. You're dating for your husband. I'm trying to find him. If you date for you, if you date to find you, oh, oh, that's when everything changes. When you date to find you, you no longer attach your dating experiences to the person. Oh my God, that was an amazing date. He was so nice. He was so romantic. He was such a gentleman. No, that's because you are so divinely feminine. That's because you have worked on your inner you. That's because your core is solid. That's because your spirit is solid. That's because you're so happy and confident with who you are. You are so overly audacious walking in who you are that it requires this man to step up to that altitude. It requires him to be better than he was when he walked in the door. The minute that he saw you, he knew he needed to step his game up. He knew he needed to elevate. The moment that he spoke to you, he knew that he needed to refine his tongue. He needed to use his manners and he needed to appreciate and value you and show you that with his words of affirmation. You see, it is you that is calling out the amazingness in others. It is you. When you level up, you call out a different kind of individual. So if you're starting after you take my courses, if you start to meet better men and you start to have better dates, it's not my course. It wasn't my course. My course was just the tool that opened your eyes on how to elevate your expectations, but also how to become the woman that the man you want wants. You see, we want a certain kind of man, but we are not the kind of woman that man wants. Let's keep it real. You want a man who looks good, takes care of himself, has his nails done, and is fit. You haven't been to the nail salon in 6 weeks, sis. Your braids underneath your wig have literally turned to dreadlocks. You have not done a single facial in 6 months, and you want a man who is fit, and you have not seen a gym or eaten a salad in a year. Can we not just blame the men? Because if you're only getting shitty men, it's probably because you're a pretty shitty sis. I'm sorry. I'm not the coach that's going to coddle you. I'm going to whip you into shape so that you become the badass dating beast that only attracts what it is that she wants, that only attracts men that are aligned. If you're getting bullshit, it's because you stink, sis. Sorry. 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 So, whew, it's Sunday. You don't know it's church today. I'm feeling a little preachery today. It's because you stink. Look, when I had a 420 credit score, when I wasn't taking care of myself, when I was a bum, drinking and smoking weed all day, doing absolutely nothing productive with myself, hanging out with bum ass friends that were like dying from drugs and everything else. When I was in the strip club throwing what money I did not have in other people's ass cracks, guess what kind of men I was getting? Honey, drug dealers. I was getting cheaters. I was getting men with no loyalty, no honor, no respect. I was getting bum ass dudes. I was getting bum ass sugar daddies. Where they do that at? How you get a Splenda Poppy? What? But I was getting a reflection of who I was. I was getting a reflection of my intent. Do not ever, ever, ever marry a man who wants a wife. Marry a man who wants to be a husband. You understand what I'm saying? Stop running out there looking for a husband. Okay? Stop running around looking for your husband and start appreciating how people can be how people can be assets in your life. Learn how to make every connection count before you worry about getting married and becoming a wife. Before you worry about being a wife, understand how to make every connection count. Every connection. I'm talking about from the server that served you your salad today to the, we know you didn't have salad, your spaghetti and salmon, okay, down to the person that washes your car, the person that you meet in Wawa, you have to understand that your energy is what is attracting. You have to understand magnetic messaging is not just words that you say, it's actions, it's body language. It's a vibe. How many of you guys are new around here? If you're new, comment new. If you're new, comment new. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Because when you're a vibe, you just attract people, right? When you're a vibe, when you got that thing on, when you got that shit on your spirit, people can't help. They're like magnets. They're like moths to a flame and they can't get enough of you. They hang on to every word you say. And I will teach you how to do that with every single person in your life, not just the men that you meet. Welcome, ladies. Hey, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love all the new faces. Welcome to the soft side. But listen, it's that magnetic thing. It's what drew you to me. You see, Kim just got hers. I know that's right, Kim. Kim just grabbed her vault. It's the thing that happens when you meet somebody. You're like, oh snap. Whether it's a look, whether it's their lips, there's something about them. There's je ne sais quoi. Denson just got hers. Shout out to Denson. Just got her vault. I know that's right. Wait until you crack this open, sis. You're going to love this vault. I'm telling you, there's over 25 hours of course material in this bundle. There's over 40 hours of course content in this one bundle alone. Over 40 hours. I shit you not. You're going to love it. For $25, it's a no-brainer. You can't, I mean, the vault is good. Yes, it is, sis. I wish they understood. If you have $25 in your account and you haven't purchased the vault yet, you're playing yourself, especially if your dating life sucks and you are tired of meeting broke boys. Okay? So let's stop dating for partnership and marriage-minded people. Let's start dating to enjoy dating. Let's start dating to enjoy proximity to other people. You see, when you learn how to take from every connection, when you know how to make every connection count, when you know how to curate rich relationships out of every single person that is in your proximity, dating becomes fun again because you leave with something. You leave with something. And then the person that you keep getting more and more from, the person that keeps filling you more and more every time you go around them, you're on date number 5, date number 6, it's been 2 months. Now you decide, you know what, out of all the people that I've dated, I went on all these dates, and out of all these dates, it's you. You're the one. You see, you don't get to pick the one because you start and stop at the one. You meet one man, you date him, it's a good date, you go out on another date, you go out on another date, and there's nobody in between. You have nobody in between to compare that man to at all. So because he opened your door, because he brought you flowers, because he paid for your dinner, you're like Google Gaga, and now you want to go on multiple dates with him. You have no idea that the next guy you said yes to a date with was about to put you on a PJ and fly you out to Miami for the night because he has his favorite restaurant down there that he wants to take you to. He's cool with Mr. Chow. You understand? You see? You have to have a strategy. There is a strategy to dating. Hey, Pooh. I cannot wait to see you later. The men who I attract are wealthy men, but they're married. Where are the single ones? So, number one, if you are drawing in the energy of married men, it's very likely because you are in the energy of a married woman, meaning you are like, let me rephrase that. Not in the energy of a married woman. In the energy of, I only attract married men. And so everywhere you go, you only attract married men because you are looking for commitment and companionship. So you are meeting people that have commitments and companionship. They're not afraid to commit, they're already in a commitment. You see? Stop looking for that. Start looking, be audacious in the way that you date. Start looking for things intentionally and on purpose. You know what? I'm going to date a real estate agent because I'm looking to get into real estate. You know what? I'm gonna date a car. I'm gonna date a car salesman or a guy that owns the car lot or a guy that does a bunch of different turos because I want to get into the market because I want a new car, shit, or because I want to get into the turo game. You see, I want to meet a man who understands a little something about real estate and about investing and flipping properties. I want to get into Airbnb. You see what I'm saying? I want to date a doctor because I'm doing my home health thing and I really want to turn this into a business. And as I'm growing it, I'm going to need some expertise. So I want to date men in the medical field. See what I'm saying? Comment right down here in the question box. All right, let's keep going. Finding healed and high value men. Would you consider yourself healed and a high value woman? Now, I'm not talking about high value because you got your own, you're independent. Those are basics that every woman is supposed to have by this big ass age of ours. Okay. So I'm not saying that, and I'm not judging you because I don't know you. Okay. I don't know you, but you know, think about you. How do you leave a room? When you walk in, what is your presence like? Are you non existent? Do people not even know you were there? Or do you impact a room in a way where people want to be around you? Are you magnetic? Are you a solutionist? Do you solve the problem or do you look for reasons why it won't work, hasn't worked, and will not work? You see? What kind of woman are you for real? So like when we say that we're healed, we have to really understand like how do you face adversity? Are you in control of your emotions? You're looking for an emotionally available man. Are you in control of your emotions? We know damn well you can't be his piece. So can you at least be his partner? Can you at least be the help? Are you a good help? Or does calling you the help hurt your feelings? Because the good book says that a man should not be alone. He will give her and provide her help. If you are not the help, how are you going to find a husband? You see what I'm saying? We have a tendency. You need to go watch Inside of the Vault. I'm going to give you a class that I want you to go watch. Mac and Cheese Man. Ooh, ooh, baby. Mac and Cheese Man is so good. Where is it? Baking Up a Billionaire. That's the one. Baking Up a Billionaire. Baby, that was formerly called Mac and Cheese Man when it was in my library. Listen, that course is so damn good. The moment that you open the vault, I want you to go watch Redefine Femininity, and I want you Femininity Part 1 and 2, and I want you to go watch Mac and Cheese Man. It is so good. You're welcome in advance. Eye-opening, mind-blowing. You will literally realize, you will see yourself in the mirror and be like, holy crap. This is why I'm misaligned with the men that I want to meet. This is why. I'm looking for love instead of dating intentionally, like you're saying. Yeah, stop looking for love. Why do we do that? Love yourself. Love yourself. Love you, and no man can ever love you more than love you, so that when you go on a date, everything that happens that's amazing happens because of you, because you love on you. And so the energy aligns, and so the universe just gives you what you want, and so the people just show up the way that they're supposed to show up. You see what I'm saying? They exceed your expectations. You start experiencing the extraordinary first dates, and it becomes common. It becomes so common that you're unimpressed with the $300 tomahawk and Salt Bay. See what I'm saying? Comment the vault and get this vault. Please comment the vault and get this vault. Where do I go in Atlanta to meet successful provider mindset men? I would say there is inside of the vault, there's one called the Ultimate Google Guide. It is number, hang on, let me see. The Ultimate Google Guide is number 9. So if you comment Vault, go watch this. It'll show you where in your city. Doesn't matter if you're in Atlanta. Doesn't matter if you're in a tiny town. I have literally mastered. I have mastered meeting men in every city, and I figured out a formula to be able to use the internet to help you and assist you even when I'm not around. So I'm going to give you the step-by-step framework that my students are using every day and what I use when I go to a new city. If I'm in a city because I'm doing a podcast or a show or, you know what I mean, booked on news or something, everywhere I go, this is the framework that I use to pick out where I'm going to go eat, where I'm going to go have a drink, where I'm going to go hang out, what lounges I'm going to go to. This is the framework that I use every single time. So I will share with you my secret framework that I only share with my students inside of the vault. So if you comment the word vault right now, you'll get it for 25 bucks. This is a $475 bundle. It is $25. How do you get the dates? I'm not getting asked on dates. Magnetic messaging. Your profile sucks. Your profile sucks. Look, the reason why we start online is not because you have to meet at Men Online. It's because the process of meeting men online opens your eyes to what to say in person and how to operate in person. That magnetism really shows from the internet to the in person. But when you do it on the internet first, it's like, it's easy, right? Because you don't know these people, you don't owe them anything, you may never meet them in your life, so there's no attachment. When you're in person, it's like shaking in the boots because I've never used these frameworks and formulas. I'm doing something different than I've never done before, so I'm not quite as confident. So we build the confidence in the online space, and then we send you on your way out into the open dating ocean, and you will love the hell out of dating. Let me say this, excuse my French. You will love the shit out of dating. You will love the fuck out of dating. You will love the hell out of dating when you do it my way. I promise you. I promise you. More value than I expected. I'm surprised. Thank you for only charging $25. Yes, let me tell you, the reason why I charge $25 is because I know that some people need to get their feet wet because they're tired of this sprinkle bullshit advice that you're getting online and you're tired of buying into that, and I get it. So instead of you going and spending crazy money to get some, transformational gems, right? Like if I pay for something, I want to move the needle. I don't want to get a bunch of information that keeps me stuck in the same spot with a bunch of thoughts. I want to literally I'm already part of the Sweet Tulip University. Do I still have to pay for the vault? Yes. Yes, you do still have to pay for the vault. Um, so, but you do have access to the Level Up library. So before you pay for the vault, make sure you comb through the library because some of these aren't in the library. Um, I'm in OKC and I am 52 in a small pool of men. Baby, I'm telling you, this will work. I don't care how old you are. As long as you are willing to stretch outside of the you who you've been forever, because the way you've been doing it is the wrong way. Clearly, that's why we're not getting the right men. So if you're willing to do it my way and you're really ready to just throw in the towel and say, you know what, coach, the way I've been doing it isn't working. I'm willing to bet $25. I'm willing to do the work. I'm not just going to take the courses, but I'm going to apply what I learned. I'm going to apply what I learned. I'm going to create the dating profiles the way you say to. I'm going to step outside the way you say to. I'm going to use the wording that you say to use. The way that you teach me is the way that I'm going to execute. You will see results. I promise you. I promise you. But if you just go watch the courses and you do nothing, if you don't do the work, if I tell you to write this down and you don't write it down, you're not going to win. If I tell you to practice this and you don't practice it, you're not going to win. You're going to play yourself and you're going to waste $25. This is not that. This is not one of those courses that you're going to get and be disappointed in. This is not one of those bundles that you're going to buy and be like, what is this? Only if you don't watch the courses. That's the only way that you'll be unhappy with what you get, with what you receive. You'll be unhappy with your results. That's the only way, is if you don't apply what you learn. So if you're not getting asked on dates, magnetic messaging, I got you. I spoke to one of my patients yesterday and he showed me $2.7 million worth of his assets and stated that when he dies, he will leave me some of his wealth. But I didn't trust or believe it. Instead, I gave him all my information and hoping he tells the truth. What's your advice, coach? Thank you. Lysandra just got her vault. I know that's right, Lysandra. So, sis, I want to give you some advice and feedback on this, but I don't have enough information to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and request you in the live. And if you're able to pop in and chat with me for a second, I will give you what would normally cost you $997 for a one-on-one call with me. I will give it to you for free right here. I will give it to you for free right here, but you got to tap into the live. Too many details I'm missing to give you advice on that. I don't know where to go to attract men that are worth my time. I want a man who speaks my love language. I make 90K, provide for myself, and want someone to spend money and time and gift me. Okay. So here's one of the things about my high income earning women, right? We are very, very guarded because the woman that we were when we first started dating is not the woman that we become multiple years later or even months later after we step into this new space, right? The 90K version of you puts up with a lot less bullshit than the 40K version of you. The 90K version of you accepts a lot less mediocre attempts and low vibrational shit than the 60K version of you. You understand? The 90K version of you has a lot less time than the 50K version of you. You see what I'm saying? And we tend to forget to shift and reshape the way that we date along the way. We reshape ourselves, we change us. We might appear a little different, look a little different, raise our standards of who we are and what we look like, but we tend not to raise that standard when it comes to the men in our lives. And so we tend to continue to attract the men that we reflected when we were that other girl. And then part two of this is, right, we beat our chest with our accomplishments. And now we built this guard up, right? Because of like no bullshit, right? Like that no bullshit meter has been raised. And so every man that comes in our path, we're like, nope, cut off, nope, cut off, nope, cut off. Because we don't even know what we actually want anymore. Like, what kind of man do you actually want? What are his characteristics? What are his qualities? You see? What kind of person do you want in your proximity, in your space? Someone who's chivalrous, someone who's shows gratitude, someone who's appreciative. Girl, you need to get into the vault and you need to watch Mac and Cheese Man. I'm telling you, you need to watch Mac and Cheese Man. Because it's not just where you go, it's the energy that you exude. There is a balance between boss bitch and magnetic messaging. There is divine femininity, dark femininity. There is a blend that happens in between those two spaces that my students are well aware of, and they use this. And they use this baby and it works so well, and they use it to their advantage and it works so well. But then there are women that have just like, again, in order to make it to 90K in a man's world, you have to have a certain level of boss bitch. You have a certain level of asshole in order for you to get to that point. You didn't get there because everybody loves you so much and you're so sweet to everyone at work. No, you get shit done. You get the job done. They know that when they need to get it done, they call Katrina. They know that when they need to get it done, they call Carly. They know that when they need to get it done, they call you, because you're going to disassociate your emotions and you're going to get shit done. You're going to make it happen. That's why you're HBIC at work. That's why you make more money than the men. That's why everybody comes to you for solutions, right? But carrying all that weight, all that heaviness all that weight makes you heavy. It makes your spirit heavy. It makes your patience heavy. It makes it makes your openness heavy. It makes everything very, very heavy. You understand? It makes everything very heavy. And from you carrying all that weight, we carry a little animosity more and more and more every day. And so when we meet a man that doesn't come in and just save the day, save everything right away, pay all of our bills, take care of everything we want so much from a person that we've never even met yet. We haven't earned anything from this man. We haven't earned any of his energy at all, right? Because money is energy. It's a currency. You see? Attention is a currency. Affection is a currency. You see? Affirmation is a currency. These are all currencies. That might not be a financial currency, but it's a spiritual one. So if you're falling out of alignment with the kind of men you want to meet, I'm telling you, it's not just where you go, it's who you are. It's who you have become. It's that layer of thickness, of heavy weight that you have applied over you, that you start to then like put a thicker shell and a thicker shell so you can carry more and carry more, and you become jaded. That mixed in with not knowing how to date, baby, dating was fun for me. I walked away with something every time. If it wasn't a new person to help me with my business plan, it was the person to help me with my website. It was the person to connect me with somebody that could get me on a show. It was some what? Like, yes. Hey sis, long time no see. I don't know exactly what to do to make more money. I have a job but want multiple streams of income. Um, I don't know what to do. Abigail just got her vault. Shout out to Abigail. I don't know exactly what to do to make more money. So here's my suggestion to you. Think about something that you have overcome, something you've been through, something you've accomplished, something you've achieved. Think about that thing and then think about all of the steps that you had to do to get over it or get through it. Even if you're still in the thick of it right now, right? Like even if you're still healing, even if you're still on a journey, even if you're still in the thick of it, what are the things that you had to go through or accomplish or achieve or learn or know in order to get to that point, right? Now, inside of the vault, you'll go deeper. It's called the Ultimate Business Blueprint. I think it's number like 22. Comment the word vault, unlock the vault for $25 right now, go straight to that course for you. Ultimate Business Blueprint is what you want. I literally walked my student Sharon through how to build a business off of just her gifts. She's Indian. She's really good at creating spices in the kitchen. We opened and named and created something about spice on that call. We named her business. We came up with the business idea. We came up with the most important thing when you're getting started is not a business plan. You will need one. You need a plan for business. How are you going to make money? That is step one. Then, how are you going to scale? You need a business plan for. But when you take your knowledge and you turn it into profit, when you profit to profit, right? When you teach others how to, in order for you to make money, the possibilities of your income are endless and uncapped. So if you're sitting there and you're like, I don't know how to make more money, coach, I really want multiple streams of income. Think about the things that you've overcome and what you could teach to other people to help them get through it. Right now, I have a grief coach right now. I have an autism coach right now, mother of an autistic child who needed the support of other women around her, so she became an autism coach. I mean, you literally can name it. I have a student right now who's in the television and media industry. And she literally has a man that is financing all her stuff. You talk about to fund your whole movie, my love. I have a student right now. Her name is Asha. Asha Chang on Instagram. Asha is engaged to a man who is literally providing her the path to be able to be who she is right now and who she's becoming. She's a behind the scenes person in the acting world, so you may not see her, but she took her talent of what she knew how to do and started sharing it with other people. It's that simple. It's that simple. All right, let me see if I can get to the rest of these before I gotta go. Most men are not God fearing. You know what? It is your job and your duty as a seed carrier, as a seed bearer, okay? It is your job and your duty as a disciple, as a child of God, to bring more people to Him and put them in proximity to you. And guess what? You are right where you need to be in order to do that. So if you find that you're attracting unbelievers, babe, you keep praying for them and you take their ass to church with you on Sunday. That's what you do. You see? My man was not a believer. My man was not a Christian, but he goes to church with me on Sunday. Why? Because he knows that it's something that's important to me. And I believe that if I continue to bring him, his fear of God will change and shift into faith of God, and he will become a man of God, just like I prayed for him to be. You see? You see what I'm saying? It's your job as a disciple to bring people to God, to bring them to the church, to bring them, to walk them through faith. And you're at right where you're at right now, so you can meet those people. If you were a holy roller trying to catch you a man, you would never, or I'm sorry, if you were a holy roller trying to bring people to church, they would never listen to you, right? Your man would be like, oh, child, hell nah, here we go. But because you are who you are and you still might cuss a little, you are in just the right place to speak their language and bring them to church. And I rebuke that. I do not agree that most men are not God fearing. I disagree with that. It's the places that you're putting yourself that you're attracting those kind of men. You want a God fearing man? Go to a God fearing gala. Go to an event. Go to something that your church is hosting. Host something at your church. Become a leader in your place of worship. See what I'm saying? You, you know, they said to me today. Um, they said at church today. He was like, "We need to be fruitful." Right? Like we need to be fruitful as farmers and be fruitful with our spirit and be fruitful with how we sow our seeds, because how many seeds are in an apple? And we were all like, 6, 8, and then he said, how many apples are in a seed? And my mind was blown. I was like, damn, if I was dating right now and meeting men and speaking the word of God, how many more farms in faith would bloom because of me? Amen. How many farms would bloom because of me? How many more fruits would be bared if I just shared? Thank you, Tay. Tay just grabbed hers. If I just understood the power of planting a seed. I'm so worried about the apple. I'm so worried about the fruit itself. What about the seeds? You got good seeds? Oh man, good stuff. Do you think it's hypocritical if I want a man to provide for me? Not everything, but just some things, but I cannot afford to provide for him. A man is not looking for you to provide financially for him. If he is, he's not a man. And I say that with my whole chest and my whole audacious energy and attitude. I say that with every ounce of this 230 pounds that I am right now. I might be a little less than that right now, but let's say 220. Every ounce of this 220, every ounce of my being, every bone in my body is telling you to be unapologetic in what you expect from others. However, there needs to be reciprocity. You can't expect for a man who you are dating to pay your bills. You get him to invest in other things that allow him to feel like his investment has a return on investment. If he can get some ROI, which he can't get off your bills, unless you're laid up with him and keeping your lights on with his money so you let him lay up with you and turn him off at night. I don't know. That's your business. But if you want it to be a purposeful relationship, okay, you want to make sure that you're asking him for things in the beginning, positioning yourself to receive, because my students don't even have to ask. In the beginning, where he's pouring into you and he's liking what he's pouring into and he wants to do it more and more. What are the things that make him over the top excited to invest in you? That's what I will help you discover. I will help you discover exactly what to say to make him over the top excited and eager to invest in you. Okay? And no, you're not wrong. Unless you expect zero reciprocity, unless you expect to give him nothing, unless you expect to not fill his cup up in any way, shape, or form, then no, you're not wrong. Elevate your spirit, elevate your standards. That's my motto. That's my motto. Elevate your spirit, elevate your standard. It's that simple. When you are radiating and vibrating on a certain level, people just do things for you. They do. It's crazy. Parking lot spaces just open up for you. The guy just valets your car for free. They give you extra flowers when you buy yourself some. The person in front of you pays for your cup of coffee before you can even order it. You see what I'm saying? It's the energy, it's the magnetic messaging. Listen, there is a course called Provider Man Plan. One of my best courses. I actually rewrote this course into something even more powerful. I don't even know how I did it, but it is so freaking good. And it is only dropping for ladies that get Provider Man Plan. It's called He Said Yes. And if you struggle to get men to say yes, yes to the date, yes to planning the date, yes to showing up prepared, yes to bringing you flowers, yes to pouring into you, yes to that new car, yes to that investment, yes to dropping $5,000 into your next endeavor. If you are sick of men saying no and you want to flip the switch and get them to say yes, grab the Provider Man Plan. Comment provider right now. Grab the Provider Man Plan, and on February 14th, we will see you for free. You cannot purchase this course for free inside of He Said Yes. Valentine's Day only. I'm skipping my Valentine's Day for you, Pooh. You and I, 7 p.m. in the masterclass for free. So if you want to hear yes, if you want to be like my students that are getting $20,000 from a damn dinner date, if you want men to start saying yes to you, you have to say yes to yourself. Provider Man Plan is it, and I will see you in He Said Yes on February 14th. Comment the word provider or DM me the word provider and I'll send you over the link. It's $97. If $97 is too much for you, then so is a good man. If $97 is too much for you, you don't really want a provider. If $97 is too much for you, then you should not be sitting there with your nails done, hair done, or a single ounce of any makeup that costs you money, because you cannot get a man with all those things. So maybe you should stop investing in that and start investing in this. I'm just saying. EST, 7 p.m. EST. I will see you guys on February 14th. I'm going out with Papa for dinner now and his parents. I gotta go. Love y'all. Ciao for now. I will see y'all later. Remember, this is hard work. It's not a luxury. It's a lifestyle. Peace. He's giving me eyes at the door. Gotta go.